No, fuck off. I don't know. Is it good to be an organised person? What percentage of the population, I guess it varies from country to country, or are an organised person? So I bought one stand for this once. I think I used it fucking once. God knows where it went to. They're only 100 yen, but I'll buy another one and soon forget to fucking use it. Or to bring it with me. All right. How you feeling, buddy? Well, I don't know if today if it wants to be sunny or it wants to be cloudy. Because this is probably the coolest summer for a long, long time, which is good. Don't know if it's good for the plants, crops. Excuse me. Just remembered now. So sometimes the live streams they can attract monetization. But now you got the fucking music on in the background, so I can't. You having your eggs? How many eggs? Boiled or fried? Joe Walk the Wise, hello friend, how are you? They have in Japan, someone comes up with a wise name and then they lease it to other people. For example, Be Wise. And so it's like a picture of a B and then the letter Y and then S. Are you frying them? I've got to wait until 9 o'clock to pay my electricity bill because I can't find the bill. And so I've got to make sure, because they'll fucking cut me off. So I have to phone them up, get a special number, then I have to go to a convenience store and then pay the bill. Still quite early, yeah. 7:20 I think, 7:30. Maybe I'll go to the warehouse today, try and sort the fucking truck out. Now they're saying that people wear masks. People that wear masks. There's always fucking something in there. What time do you start work, Jason? 10. Nine. What time is it now? It's Australia. Might just go home and have some cereal. Some I couldn't remember the name for that for quite a long time. Muesli. All right, Ed. Thought maybe this was a better time to catch her. Is Uwama alive? I don't know. Good question. Yeah, I went round a few days ago, but didn't see anything. No rubbish outside his house. No rubbish in the rice field. Oh, I wonder if we're catching anyone from Europe on today. Yeah, this will be the coldest summer since the 1950s. They've just announced the arrival of the new NS 700 Shinkansen, but no one wants to go to Tokyo. Yeah, well, compared to where you are, Ed, it's. But these are very, very fucking rare. Like July, that's the wettest July ever. That could affect the crops. Ed, why the fuck did you go to Las Vegas? It looks like that. Kakanjo, hello. Where are you watching from? Looks like that president must be popular in Belarus. He's got 80% of the vote. A bit like Trump. Probably give Trump ideas. shit. So it's just the summer then that's a pain in the arse. Is the wife younger than you, Ed? Much younger. She working? Did you know that the Hawaiian pizza was invented in, and the California roll were invented in Vancouver? I don't know why people don't like the Hawaiian pizza. I think it's great with the ham and the pineapple. It's nice. Maybe what they should do is cut the pineapple into smaller pieces, or into like shavings, for example. It's a lot better than the one that I see in New York all the time, where it's just covered in pepperoni and tomato. That looks awful. Yeah, so it was in 93 the other day. When I was a young man, or when we were young men in our 20s, we would say, if, this is how stupid young people are, if Britain had the weather, it'd be the best country in the world. Cheese, tomato. That sounds alright, but I do like a bit of, I like the one chorizo one as well. They had one at the hub, but it was like a chorizo pizza. That's nice, spicy sausage. I think there's also flooding in England as well. Fucking 2020. That was such a cool number for about 72, 75 is the best temperature, like in Los Angeles. They've been reaching 90 degrees over the last few years though. My idea, I suppose, was to catch a lot of the rainfall from the roofs and put them in, build empty walls around your house, so containers, so the rain would come off your house, and then fall into these containers, plastic containers. You know, you could use all the plastic up. when it caught the water, and then like 1 or 2 days later, then you'd release the water back into the system. But I did have a friend who shot that down immediately. And do you know why I did that, Ed? Because he's a fucking Jewish cunt. I was just watching 50 Things about prisons this morning on Facebook. It was quite interesting. You know, like about 40% of the people in American prisons are just in for non-violent drug crimes, selling a bit of dope. And recently, when they had the coronavirus problem, they released violent prisoners and not the fucking non-violent prisoners. A fucking joke, innit? Well, I just wanted to live in the on the coast. Yeah, watch that 50 Things. Quite interesting. Some horrible things around the world with prisoners and prisons, prison guards, prisoners. I always had a negative opinion of Timothy Leary. But what I didn't know is that in the 1960s, on his program giving drugs to prisoners, in the program, the usual repeat criminals return to prison about 60%. But on Timothy Leary's program, it was only 20% psychedelic mushrooms, and so it had some effect. Maybe they should try that again. You know, the thing is, Ed, maybe they said that it's like America was responsible for nearly half of the world's fucking inmates. And it's just a fucking money-making scam. You know, and all of them, it looks like fucking Bill Clinton and his wife were in on it by, you know, the fucking 3 strikes and you're outlaw. It was a fucking prison, someone that was involved in the prison industry probably came up with that. But obviously, you know, they were jailing people for life for stealing a fucking pizza. The guy's fucking hungry. But then again, there was that evil cunt in Phoenix, Arizona, when he was making the prisoners wear pink uniforms. But not only that, because those governors of those prisons, they are allowed to control the budget for the food, and he gave them the cheapest fucking food in America. They didn't give them enough food, and the cunt was just pocketing the fucking money. That's fucking evil. How none of these cunts don't get killed by some of the inmates is untrue. Especially when they've got fucking access to guns. And fucking Trump pardoned him. Trying to see what fucking time is on here, Ed. I think that's it. I think I've decided it. I think that fucking spicy chorizo sausage is maybe my favourite pizza. Yeah, of course. No, but if, they should be. If they're a violent criminal, then they should be put in for a long time in the first place. But there is some shenanigans that goes on. Well, look at that, Ed. See that? That's a mobile order. No idea how to use it. I'm gonna go on this guy's live stream, and then I'm gonna. So I guess you use your phone to do it, and that was pretty cool. Yeah? So you sit down, order it, and they bring it to you. But I'm guessing you need some kind of. You need to be part of the system to pay for it through your phone. Very technological, isn't it? So yesterday I was leaving the house, and because my arms get burnt in the sun, as you can imagine, we've got a t-shirt on, so I put like a rain mac over my arms, and as I got out of the house, this Japanese woman saying, "Aren't you hot?" Then I fucking had to explain to her why I was putting on this fucking rain jacket. It's only a lightweight jacket. You know, I think the biggest problem facing the world today is justice and the lack of it. You know, when that copper in America, when he made that guy crawl on the floor, then then he shot him. Shit like that. You know, because generally when you see something reporting on a story, you know, like if like 90% are saying that's wrong, then surely that's wrong. And that cunt is, I don't know if it's true, he's getting post-traumatic stress disorder. So he's getting paid because he actually fucking killed some cunt. So I guess that if you live in a country, unless someone's out to get you, then you're fucked in anyway, aren't you? Maybe it's time to bring him back in. Hello. That's how you judge how someone's nice, Ed. If you go into a shop, you know, and they say, well, this one, you know, she didn't have to say she's not working yet, so she didn't have to say hello. But she does. But if you know, see someone on the street that you know from a shop and they say hello, then they're friendly. And if they don't, then they're not. What they call him, Soy Boy, didn't they? So why are there no fucking real life fucking equalizers? That cunt should have a fucking bullet. You know, like they have a pro bono for lawyers. There should be a pro bono for hitmen. When they just find out some cunt like this, and they should just fucking put a bullet in his head. I'd be tempted to. So that was that soy boy then. But there was a guy killed. Well, I don't know when this was, but it was on the internet the other day. His neighbour like made up a story that there was a domestic dispute, and he was just trying to get the police to come round so he could get some sleep. And then the police came. He answered the door with a gun. As he was putting the gun down on the floor, the fucking copper shot him in the back. But that was instigated by his fucking neighbour. When you say a pocket pistol, is that with live rounds in? So yeah, in those things, they should be shot, shouldn't they? You know, pit bulls fucking. You know, as we all know, not just pit bulls, but lots of dogs kill people. You know, there's some fucking idiot. I was walking my dog, and this fucking dog just attacked. And my dog was very friendly, only a small Italian greyhound. And his dog started attacking me. And so I said, "What the fuck are you doing? Well, if your dog's not friendly, you shouldn't let it fucking approach other dogs." And I started shouting at this dog. And then when my wife was taking the dog, he complained to the wife that I had a go at him. And she said, "Oh, why you're angry with my friend?" Well, because he's a cunt and he's letting a dog attack our fucking dog. Yeah, there's not much unless you've got some kind of weapon, like a knife or like in America, like a gun. Yeah, well, I don't know what that dog. I've made a video of that dog at my friend's place, and it's a female dog, but it's very, very friendly. What you mean, even with a gun? Yeah, well, luckily we don't have those kind of problems in the majority of dogs by far are sausage dogs. They're just best off shooting the fucking owner. No, so do I. Most people do like dogs, Ed. The man's best friend. It'd be very strange not to like dogs. Anyone that doesn't like dogs are children. There's something wrong with them. Unless they were bitten by a dog or a child when they were kids. So when I went to the barbers to get this done, I approached the shop and said, "You need a mask." So I went back to the bike. Luckily, I got a mask. And when I went back in and sat down, he goes, "Oh, you can take your mask off now." So walking from the door to the chair, It's very dangerous in Japanese barbers. I used to have a boxer in England, very friendly. Not friendly to other dogs, but friendly to people. So it was a bit of a pain when it managed to fucking get out. It looks like the clouds have set. How much younger is your wife, Ed? In England, they were, wow, lucky man. In England, mine was 8.5 years younger than me. In England, they're just putting up the BBC television license. I don't know if you've seen that anywhere. But I don't know if it's £157 or £175. And I'm sure for like a lot of pensioners, this is every year, this is a massive amount of money to find for a pensioner. I think I'm going to make a video about that. I got away with it once. They came round to the house and he brought a witness, and with him there were two of them. And so I showed him into the front living room and there was no television. And so they went away with their tail between their legs. But the television was actually on and playing on the second floor. So, so this is the video I'm going to advise to old age pensioners: put your television in a different room that's not expected. What, you mean your neighbourhood? The worst cunts that I hate are the ones that I've helped and they fucking shit on me. There's about fucking half a dozen. Yeah, I remember that one when O.J. Simpson, when he killed, when his wife and the boy waiter was killed, and they were interviewing like his friends at the restaurant where he worked, and they were just saying it. And so they interviewing one of these fucking guys. Interviewing one of these guys, and he goes, "Oh, she's been killed." And he says, "And there was another young man that was killed as well." And he said, "Who cares about him?" So a person's been killed, knifed to death, and this guy's reply was, "Okay, I don't care. Who cares about that?" Turns out it was his fucking mate. Yeah, they should be at everyone's top of everyone's list, shouldn't they? Those cunts on fucking Ron Goldman, that's him, yeah. If you're fucking about with someone's wife, a fucking high-profile wife, if you're fucking about with someone like that, you're just asking for fucking trouble. Very pretty boy, got what he deserved. I bet it made other people like him think. I'll take your sunglasses back. What do you think to the rumour that maybe his son did it? or a drug dealer. Do you think these religious freaks have bodyguards? There was one of these freaks. He actually fucked his own son's wife. Well, the last thing I thought it was about $6,000. I guess maybe the stocks and shares on that pension fund have been doing well. Because it was like $6,000 a month. It must have been $6,000 a week. Because his daughter, his daughter was in control of it, and she was making the most of that. $6,000 a week. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Rock. Chris Rock has got a funny story to tell about OJ or something like that. OJ phoned him up. It's on YouTube. You should check it out. This lady comes here a lot. Got a nice little yellow car, but I like her hairstyle. Don't they have the same? Don't they have the same? Obviously, don't you know for the basketball players? Because a lot of basketball players seem to fucking blow all their money, don't they? Yeah, of course I'll fucking say that. What am I, a fucking puppet, you silly cunt? Send me $50 to PayPal, myenzo@yahoo.com, and I'll say it. Right, Ed, I think I'm going to get off and do tidy front of the house up. See you later, pal. Anyone else who's watching, see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Later, man.